Hey everyone, hope you're doing well. Today's video is going to be a quick recap of our demonstration on how to use Premiere Rush. Specifically, this is a recap of what you're going to do to create your video presentation for your color film negatives when they come back. So when you first open up Premiere Rush, you're going to get something that looks like this. Now obviously, if you've never opened it or used it before, you're not going to have anything here. It's just kind of the recent works done menu. In my case, all the tutorials I've been making for class. But what you're going to do every time is go to Create New, the big blue button on the left, and we're going to click it, and we're going to get basically an overview of just what's on our hard drive, right? So first things first, I'm going to name my project name down here in the bottom right. I'll name this one, I guess, Rush Demo. You can name it whatever you like, but maybe just have it something specific to what you're doing. So for me, I saved my first file in my documents, everything actually in this folder right here. So just for this demo, I'm going to work with whatever footage I have in here. So let's first grab this video clip titled Hercules B. Now you can punch in more than one clip at once. However, this is not like Premiere Pro if you are a person who uses that, or Final Cut, where they give you a source monitor and a little side section, right? Everything I select now is going to be thrown onto our timeline, which can be kind of messy. So if you prefer to work one step at a time, I would suggest you do exactly what I do right now. So with my one clip selected, I'm going to hit create. Alright, so like I was saying before, if we selected 1, 2, or 3 extra clips, or however many extra clips, it would have all been tossed onto this timeline, which can get confusing, especially because we don't have anywhere else to put it. When we want to put more stuff in, we're going to go up here to the plus add media, right, and we can just throw it in there. But in the time being, we're going to close it off, and we're just going to work with this clip for what it is. So obviously you see we have the video as well as some audio down here, and we can scrub through it by dragging the playhead to see what happens, right? Now this little bar here lets you kind of side scroll through the timeline. You can also grab it by one end to kind of magnify it, right? It's not actually stretching the time of our clip. What it's really doing is kind of blowing it up so we can get a closer look at specifically maybe a frame by frame look of everything. This is really helpful when you're going again frame by frame, or maybe just trying to dissect the audio a little bit. So okay, I'm gonna put it to a view I like. Right there is fine. If I hit spacebar or hit play, it will just play through the footage for us. If your computer has a lot of stuff on it, it might actually run kind of slow. I would suggest maybe cleaning your computer as much as you can. But, okay, so alright, so we notice we have a little divot down here where the camera goes down. We don't need that. We just need the first about 10 seconds. So I'm going to take my playhead, scroll over to the 10-second mark, right, and over here we can actually get an accurate gauge, right, already 11. I'm going to put it on 10 seconds on the dot, right? And you can use your keys to help you. Now I could do two things to maybe get rid of the excess clip. First thing you could do is just grab the tail end of it and drag it to the playhead. It should actually snap into place, right? There you go. You can also do this with the beginning, right? But we're not going to do that. So with our 10 seconds here now, what we're going to do is actually put some elements on top of it. So we're going to bring in other footage now, or other media now. So I'm going to go to the plus, I'm going to go to media, and what I'm going to do is actually bring in a white card, right? So I'm going to click that and add, and it threw in a blank white slate for us. So I'm actually going to close this up a little bit, and then I'm going to set my playhead to about 3 seconds, or 4 seconds, why not? And what I want to do is basically move my white slate here, and now we kind of are, it blocks out our image. Same thing like Photoshop, we're working with layers essentially, and there's priority to the stack here. So, okay, now I'm going to move it back in the time being. I want to make a cut right here into my timeline. And I can do that one of several ways, right? But I'm just going to grab the scissor, hit the scissor button, and it automatically slices it for us, okay? So what I want to do with the right clip here is essentially replace the video with the white card, but keep the audio, okay? So we can do that like so. What I can do is separate my audio, right? So there we go. It's still kind of stuck though, so what you're going to do is, let's swap them out really quick, and then move my audio there. And then I can just delete this one, okay? So, right, we want to see our photo on top of our white layer now, so we're going to go back to our plus sign, add some media, Hercules A, right? Add that. It should appear there. Okay, good. So I'm going to actually bring this photo to the top of the stack. Oops. There we go. Okay. And now when we scrub over it to get a preview, we'll notice several things. The first thing, obviously, we need to increase the length of our clips, right? Because we wanted to finish at, oops. We wanted to finish at 10 seconds, right? So we're at 10 seconds here. Now, another thing, the white background does not cover up the whole screen. So we're going to double click on it and then just grab the handlebars to make it fit snugly, let go, there we go. And then now we can also do the same for, right, our image. We can actually just grab the handlebars, right, and then reposition maybe a little bit, or to however you like. You can honestly do whatever you like, but I'm just going to move mine a little bit up. There we go. Okay. Now we're kind of looking good here, right? We should cut to this. Good. And then we would essentially bring in our other clips now. But before we head off, let's do one more thing. Let's add a little bit of a title. So if we go to the top right here, there's a type tool, right? If I just hit that once, it'll bring up a bunch of menus for us. Let's pick the lower thirds on the left, and we click and drag, and we drop the graphic up here, and there we go. Now it gives you the option of 2 right here. I'm actually just going to keep the subtitle one, so I could double click this, delete it, and it's gone. I can do this one and just type in the location, right? And we're not done yet. If we highlight it all, go to the right, the edit, right? Notice we're in the edit, not the styles anymore. We want to go pick another template, we go to styles, but we're actually just going to edit the one we're on. And I'm going to change the font to good old, let's see, good old Verdana. How about that? Maybe italicize it. Yeah, sure, why not? I can add a text outline, right, to make it more visible. Make it black though, or another color, whatever one you prefer. For me, maybe I'll do 3, sure. And then font size, let's do 60. Sure, works good. Okay, and then now we can actually also drag it. I don't really like the position of it. It is unfortunately kind of a screen template, so it's stuck like that, but you can actually just tuck it aside however you see fit. So I'm going to tuck mine there, and let's just preview it. Good. Okay, so we're flowing. We kind of have everything the way we want it to. Let's bring in another clip and just repeat. Here we go. Okay. Preview it. Alright, so it looks fine. Okay. So let's add another graphic card. In fact, we can actually just copy it, right? So if I duplicate it, right, it gives me another one. Just drag it right here. Everything kind of fits. And we can leave it up here or move it back down, it doesn't matter. So right here, we're definitely not in Hercules anymore. So I think this was in Sanya, let's say. Okay, so preview that. And you'll notice the resolution isn't quite as good when we do playback. This is to kind of save our computer some energy, right? So don't worry, the resolution is fine, just when we play it back, it's not 100%. Okay, so that is essentially what you're going to do. You have a few more options maybe. Right on the right here, if I click type tool, it'll take it away. Or maybe you want to bring up some effects like transitions. However, you're not really required to do it for this one. Maybe if you want to give, you know, some I guess some color filters or presets. However, you're going to do most of your photo editing in Lightroom or Photoshop, so I don't really see the point here unless you really want to touch up in your video. You can speed some footage up. I've been doing that in a lot of my tutorials because I found I tend to, you know, rant quite a bit. Now this one, audio, right? Our audio levels seem to be fine. They give us a little sound meter here. Nothing seems to be clipping or too loud at red, so we seem to be okay, but you can adjust the volume here. Maybe this is helpful if you decide to throw in some music, right? Maybe if you want to put some lo-fi music in there. Now, obviously, you would repeat until you have all your you know, photos in, and then once you're done, you would go to share, and then just basically save as something, right? Maybe pick your, right, hopefully whichever one you want to export as, probably 1080, and then just hit export, and then you're done, okay? So, I hope this helps. I hope you find it useful, and when you get your negative scans back, you can please just refer to this if you need help, or just come to me, okay? So, I will see you in the next class. All right, have a good one, everyone. Bye.